Why The Late Show with Stephen Colbert Was Canceled is The Daily Show next. Stephen Colbert surprised fans when he released an Instagram video with a bombshell announcement. I want to tell you something I only found out last night. Next year will be our final season. The network is ending The Late Show in May. It's not just the end of our show, it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. They're not replacing me. This whole thing is just going to disappear following Colbert's announcement. CBS executives released a statement praising the host as irreplaceable and lamenting the difficult landscape of late-night TV. This is purely a financial decision. In a challenging late-night environment, the statement read, "It has no bearing on the show's performance, content, or other issues involving Paramount." That last sentence raised eyebrows because after a recent Colbert monologue, not everyone buys that explanation. CBS is owned by Paramount, and the Monday before, Colbert had sharply criticized the company for agreeing to a $16 million settlement with President Donald Trump. This deal was made after a seemingly flimsy lawsuit filed by Trump, who accused the 60 Minutes program of deceptively editing a 2024 interview with then-candidate Kamala Harris. A claim debunked when CBS released the full recording to the public. Colbert quipped, "I think this type of financial agreement with a ruler has a technical name in legal circles. It's a big bribe." He also reminded viewers that Paramount is seeking approval from the Trump administration to sell CBS to a new owner. Skydance citing a report about this merger, Colbert added, "After Skydance buys CBS, the new owner might want to please Trump, which could pressure host Stephen Colbert, a frequent critic of the former president, joking about his new mustache." He concluded, "Okay, but how are they going to pressure me if they can't find me?" Now, with the cancellation, the joke has lost its humor. Asterisk what this means for The Daily Show. Comedy Central Colbert wasn't the only one to criticize. Paramount, Jon Stewart of The Daily Show, has also attacked the company multiple times. He even brought on former 60 Minutes correspondent Steve Croft to explain the severity of the deal to the public. Croft called the situation extortion. Stewart continued to mock Paramount before and after this interview. The problem, Comedy Central, where The Daily Show airs, is also owned by Paramount, meaning the final decision on the show's future rests in the hands of the same executives. Fans are trying to remain optimistic thanks to the show's growing viewership. The Daily Show recently had its best ratings in 10 years. Mondays, when Jon Stewart hosts, are the top-rated nights. In other words, the show is relevant and its most combative host is the most irreplaceable. But viewership, it seems, is no longer a guarantee of safety, according to recent Nielsen data. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert still led its time slot and was growing in viewership. If even that couldn't save Colbert, can it save Stewart? Stewart was asked about a possible cancellation on his podcast and responded with confidence, "I've been kicked out of worse places. We always find a way," according to him. Corporations act for profit, and he believes The Daily Show Emmy wins. and cultural value should count if they look at this purely as a business. I think we're worth a lot. Maybe they don't even think about that. They might want to dismantle everything. But if they do that, we'll face it, I'm very proud of our team. If Paramount or Skydance wants to do that, let them. WHY The Daily Show deserves to continue even. Setting aside its strong ratings and cultural relevance, only South Park generates as much buzz. As The Daily Show, the show shouldn't be canceled because it's in its prime. After Trevor Noah's departure in 2022, the show took some time to find its footing again. But in February 2024, it found a new formula. Jon Stewart hosts on Mondays, and other correspondents take the helm on other days, like Jordan Klepper, Dizzy Liddick, Ronnie Chang, and Michael Costa. This has kept the show dynamic, and each weekday has become a new experience. Monday has become an event with Stewart, and the other hosts compete for the permanent spot, which raises the bar. Many fans even prefer that the show never chooses a single host, as the variety has kept the content fresh, even more so than at certain points during the original Stewart era. And most importantly, The Daily Show remains one of the few comedy programs with real political impact. Kimmel seems childish. Seth Meyers doesn't aim to convince anyone. But when Stewart gets serious, the audience feels the weight with decades of history and current sharp content. Canceling The Daily Show would be a tragedy. If Paramount or Skydance actually do it, it won't be for lack of relevance, but rather for political convenience or greed.